Hello, welcome back to See What Sticks, a podcast about everything and nothing. I'm your co-host, Russell.
And I'm your other co-host, Emma, and I'm back again 2 weeks in a row, making a comeback with my attendance.
Yeah, Emma's on a phone this week because, we couldn't work out scheduling in person, so, she's on a phone. But she's still here, and that's all that's important for the show, is that we have all the right people here. So, no guest host this week, but you have your two favorite, regular hosts. So we have a full topic for today that I have thought out, but we can give a little follow-up on getting back from Mexico. We are back from vacation, back to the real world. I know, right? It's literally the worst. But before we get into our topic, do you have any other thoughts on the Mexico trip?
I mean, no more really than I had beforehand. It was just the most amazing trip ever, honestly, and I would not have changed anything about it for the world, so...
Yeah, Mexico... Yeah? What's up?
I said, it was amazing.
Yeah, Mexico was amazing. It was fun. The people there are incredible. Everything is incredible. If you have a chance, go there. It's a great country, great people, great food, great place, good time to have vacation, good time to go visit. So, that is us getting that out of the way so we don't bore people with more of what we were doing down there, unless people really want to know. And then you can, write into the show and ask, and we'll answer questions. But the topic for today that I really want to talk about is trends and, culture with... So when you look at those pictures of you back in high school and stuff, and you're like, oh my god, what was I wearing? But back then, you thought you were the coolest thing ever. I want to talk about some of those that we have right now in 2018. I know that's going to date this episode. At the beginning of 2018, what do you think are some trends that you really like? What are some you don't like? And then what do you think ones will change or come back and all that?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly think that fashion is on a cycle. Everyone always says that. Neon was in, I don't even know, probably 7 years ago or something. And now we're going back to boho, macrame kind of stuff. I mean, I think.
Can you explain that I don't even know what that is.
Oh my god, it's really hard to explain. So, those white cord, pot hangers that I'm, referring to? They have, all these, crazy patterns on them and stuff, and usually have, tassels that hang down underneath the pot.
So things that look like a dream catcher?
Yes, kind of. So that's, called macrame. It's kind of this, shabby, chic, bohemian, nature hippie person, but, a little more... modernized, I suppose. So, less retro and, yellow and pink and orange, and a little more, earthy tones, creams and whites, which is kind of where that boho is coming into play.
And what does shabby chic mean?
Shabby chic is, taking something old and turning it into, I guess what I've always been taught is it's, more of a modernized, somewhat girly thing. Whatever you take, you turn it into that. So, taking a tire and then painting it pink and making it, somewhat of a floor pillow or a floor chair.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so you make something that someone would call shabby into what they call chic, which is where that comes from. So it's
it's essentially just recycling old stuff and turning it into something hipstery and modern and trendy.
True, wood pallet beds,
yeah,
bed frames, that kind of thing.
And okay, so on that, what do you think about the whole hipster thing?
I think it was interesting.
And can you define what is your definition of hipster?
Well, I have two now. I used to have one, but my original definition was just someone who was very square in a circular hole kind of thing. They just kind of were out of the box personalities, and I think that made them super unique. But unfortunately now there's two kinds of hipsters. There's the circle peg and a circle hole hipsters, which are just doing it for the Instagram likes kind of thing. and then there's the actual people that are somewhat, I think, outcast in society or stand out. And those, I think, are like kind of what we originally referred to as hipsters. And so I think it's gotten a little crossed now, or fuzzy on the two. So I don't know. It's kind of like, remember how like basic white chick was the thing? I feel like hipster chick is now the thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. I think hipster is like, it used to be a thing where if you were a hipster, you were different, but now being a hipster is the cool thing to be. So now being not hipster is hipster.
Yeah, I guess it starts getting really like philosophical. Yeah, that one's an interesting one.
And then, what else was I asking? I don't even know. We're recording this pretty late, and I am so fried right now. So, what are some trends right now in the beginning of 2018, first, that you think will not last at all? And you'll look back at pictures of people like that, or look back at pictures of yourself, and you'll be like, oh my god, what the hell is going on?
Honestly, I mean, I haven't been super into the whole fashion world thing. I never really have been, but like, just general things that I've seen that I don't think will last are like, I don't even know. I think the off-the-shoulder thing is going to be done after this year.
What is that?
The like shirts that look like they're a straight line from like one arm to the other.
I don't even know what that is. But okay, so that.
I don't know what terminology. People are probably screaming right now. I don't really know how you can explain it to you. You'd have to just look it up. Like, I don't know, like...
Okay, so what are more popular things? So, okay, that shirt is a style that will not be cool anymore. What's a more universal thing that you think? Because I have a few.
I don't know. Personally, I don't really think about that kind of stuff that often, I suppose. Freckles.
What? Freckles are natural. That can't go out of style.
No, but the thing is, it can, because people are putting them on with makeup or tattoos or like all sorts of other stuff now, and I think that that's going to go out the window in like a few years, if not less.
Okay, I did not know people were tattooing on freckles.
Yes.
But, okay.
Yes, it's a thing. I mean, I think it's cool now, but like with anything in life, I think it's always going to be cool in the now, and then later on it won't be so cool. So, I don't know. It's a pretty big decision.
Yeah, man buns. That's my big one. Man buns and Yeezy stuff. I
think Yeezy stuff's already kind of fallen off.
I mean, okay, I get that people think Yeezys are cool, and it's more of Yeezys. I wouldn't compare them like Rolex or something, or even like Balenciaga, which is another fashion thing that I think are hideously ugly. But I mean, to each their own. If you think they're the coolest looking outfits and shoes and jackets, that's fine. But I think all that kind of fashion forward, ultra modern Yeezy ripped up hoodies and goofy bubble shoes, that's kind of like, I think that's going out of the way to be hipster and going out of the way to be, it's being different for the sake of different. And I think there's like this fashion thing with the whole Kardashians and all that to hype Yeezy and hype that kind of ultra fashion brand. But I think in 5 years, it'll look so goofy. It looks so goofy to me right now, and I'm not one of those people. I don't dress like an Amish guy who's like, if you're not this conservative, you are wrong. I'm pretty fashion forward as much as the next person in their 20s, but some of the stuff I'm like, what are you wearing? Like, here's an example. One of my friends, I'll leave him nameless, bought a bro tank very recently, and it has like the rips in the side, like the Yeezy style. He paid $66 for that, and it's just like a black bro tank with that. And I'm like, dude, I could have bought the same black bro tank online and put a bunch of rips in it and paid $12. Like, that kind of stuff is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's like acid wash jeans from like 1999.
Yeah.
I think that's like really kind of that man buns, clout goggles. If people know what clout goggles are, they're the really thick, circular white frame sunglasses that people wear. That are, I think they're actually women's sunglasses, but they're the really thick white ones. Clout goggles, I understand. It's like the real ones that are like Gucci or whatever brand there are like $5,000. And it's like, if you have clout, you put on your clout goggles. But other than that, they look dumb as hell. They look so goofy. And I think the only people on the planet who can pull those off and look legitimately cool are the Migos. Those are the only 3 people on the planet who can pull those off and not look like a complete joke. Are you there?
Yep, I'm just listening.
So what do you think?
I mean, I agree, but I don't see a lot of that from where, like, I live. So it's kind of just, like, irrelevant, I guess, around me. But
okay, so if Emma lives on Tatooine, guys, she lives on a moisture farm. And so on Tatooine, where you live, what are some fashion trends you're seeing?
Glitter.
Just glitter, like
just freaking glitter everywhere.
Like everyone's really a huge Kesha fan kind of glitter.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I guess not quote unquote day to day, but like going out, it's all freaking glitter. Glitter hair roots, like glitter.
Is everyone going to Coachella every day?
Yes, and I'm like, I'm over the glitter, even for festivals. I'm just like, okay, that's enough. I don't like getting sticky or like covered in things, and glitter is one of the worst things for that. So it's like my biggest nightmare, and I have a small panic attack when I'm around it. But yeah, I don't know. The glitter thing's kind of interesting. It's one of those weird fashion things where it used to be kind of a joke. Glitter did, like, okay, let's be real. Well, probably not you. Maybe, I don't really care either way. But
you made me glitter my beard at Lollapalooza.
I did make you glitter your beard at Lollapalooza because we were going to be basically like everyone else. But, like, when we were in, like, 12, or when I was, like, 12 and 13, like, glitter eyeshadow that was, like, super goopy stuff. And if you're a girl and you're listening and you wore that, you definitely know the pain of getting that in your eye. And it was, like, the world's worst thing ever. Glitter is either, like, in that phase of your life, or I guess growing up, glitter was kind of, like, something else that I'm not going to get into.
Oh, okay, I don't follow, but continue.
Like boob glitter, like stripper glitter kind of thing.
There's
like
boob glitter? Wait, what? No, back it up.
Yeah, like boob glitter.
Wait, I didn't know boob... That's hard to say. Boob glitter was a thing.
Yeah, like, you know, like, okay,
wait,
so...
girls are walking... Wait, okay. One sec,
what?
Let's all slow roll. Are girls walking around with glittery boobs?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Is this only on Tatooine?
Yes, this is the thing on Tatooine.
Wait, is this a thing where I live as well, or no?
I mean, in certain places, like, that's kind of what I'm getting to, is, like, glitter used to be a thing that, like, you would pick up if you went to the wrong place if you're in a relationship.
Went to the wrong... Can you please elaborate? You're
the
using...
Club.
Oh, you're going to the club.
Yeah, if you went to, like, a strip club or, like, something like that.
Oh, okay. So, for
So,
people who are listening who don't know us personally, or especially me personally, maybe I seem like the coolest guy ever on here. I might be like, in your mind, I'm probably super suave, right? I'm super cool. In reality, I'm very awkward. And in reality, I feel like if I went into a strip club, I'd probably cry and wouldn't know. It's scary. And in my mind, strip clubs are where, like, movie mafia gunfights go down. And also, no. If that's what you guys were thinking of me before, like, I was cool and I had, like, my aviators in the one hand, my leather jacket, my cool cigarette, and my motorcycle, that's not me. I'm sorry. I hate to burst your bubble. But continue. Continue on boob glitter.
I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to judge anybody because I definitely don't want to hate, but I guess, like, growing up, 10, 12, 15 years ago, like, covering your body in glitter was not looked highly upon in society.
So there was definitely a connotation with...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and it's not there now. It definitely is not there now.
Now it just says I'm a huge Kesha fan.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me that, like, that changed so quickly.
Going from boob glitter to Kesha fan?
Yeah, seriously. Or, like, I mean, we have all heard the term, like, hooker heel, or, like, you know, that kind of thing. Or it's like
I have not heard that. I only have heard of, like, a hooker gun, which is one of those tiny little guns that apparently hookers have in their purse. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently that's a thing.
Yep. There's, like, hooker heels, which are, like, these really crazy high pump stiletto, like, heels.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and now that's, like, a thing. And, like, it's just crazy to me, because, like, all this stuff used to have, like, such negative connotations, and it's insane how it just, like,
it
completely
changes.
goes polar opposite. Yeah, like, tattoos and piercings used to be, like, the devil kind of thing, and now, like, everybody's getting them kind of thing. It's just insane how, like, society alters so quickly about some things, which I love. Honestly, like, the tattoo piercing thing, I'm, like, huge supporter of. Like, I think you should be able to express yourself and not be judged for it, personally. But
oh, totally.
Again, that's just my opinion, I guess.
On that note, I was just looking something up because you were talking about glitter in the hair, and I was talking about beard glitter, and we'll get back to the that. But I just want to put this out there that we're recording this on Monday, March 19th. This is important because tomorrow, apparently, the Lollapalooza lineup is coming out for the summer, and unfortunately, because of extenuating circumstances, we probably won't be able to go this year. And this will be, like, my first year in, like, forever that I haven't been able to go to Lollapalooza. I've gone so many years in a row, like legitimately, like, 7 years in a row.
Wait, oh my god, you're right. We should have gotten tickets, like, 3 weeks ago.
No, we shouldn't. The tickets come out tomorrow.
Wait, they do?
Yeah, tickets come out tomorrow morning.
How much did they jack up the price this year?
I think it's going to be... What were they last year? No.
They were, like, $440 last year.
Really? They were?
Dude, yeah, they're pricey AF.
The first year... Wait, the first year I went, they were $215.
Yeah, and then they, like, the next year... Like, the first year I went with you, it was, like, 3 days or something, and then the next year it bumped up to 4.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, this whole big shebang, and the price went up. And so it's, like, I think they're, maybe they're, I don't know. I know
it's
they're
4
really
days,
expensive.
again.
Is it 4 days again? I figured they wouldn't move back.
But yeah, I'm looking because of course the lineup isn't out. I know there's leaks on Reddit, and I never really look at that. But I'm looking at this, just like a Time Magazine one on who they think the Lollapalooza lineup rumors are, since we're talking about music and culture and stuff. So here's the ones. There's some I'm excited about, even though I probably won't be going this year, and there's some I'm very not excited about, and you can guess who I'm talking about. So the first one, and it says a 95% probability. I don't think this one is true, but Cardi B. I don't think that's true.
It's definitely a possibility. I mean, Migos was there last year.
But Migos are way more popular than Cardi B is.
She
has, like,
up fast, though.
But she has, like 3 famous songs.
I mean, Migos really kind of had, like, Bad and Bougie when they took it to Lala.
Yeah, I guess.
And Drum only had, like, Broccoli.
I don't even think Drum had Broccoli at the time. He wasn't even that famous when he went, like...
Drum played Broccoli at Lala.
Yeah, I figured out about Drum through the Lollapalooza playlist, like, 2 days before we went to see him. And I'm like, oh, this song is awesome. And then we went to see him, and apparently he was way bigger than we thought.
True. I don't know. Cardi B would be a toss-up for me because, like, she's also pregnant, and I know that she said she was still going to continue to do her tour. But, like, I feel like that would just be really stressful and a lot of extra everything to try and do Lala. So, I don't know.
Yeah, Cardi B is number 1. Second one is Jack White from the White Stripes and everything. So Jack White, his last time there was in 2012. I saw him.
I could see him coming back then.
And he is incredible live. That would be one that I would just pay for that day, but we probably won't be able to go. The one after that is the band Brockhampton, who released 4 albums last year, and they're a hip-hop group. And that is one, when they released their most recent album, I'm like, they're going to Lollapalooza. They're doing the big festival circuit this year because they are on top of the world right now. Or they're on top of the game. And that one, they're kind of like strike while the iron's hot. and that's going to be big for them. They'll get a huge crowd, but they'll probably be during the day. They're kind of going to be like what Flatbush Zombies was.
Yeah.
Then Anderson .Paak, another big one. Never been there before. Tyler, the Creator, was there in 2015. I saw him there. I could see him going because he released Flower Boy this year.
Yeah, I could see Tyler, the Creator, being there.
Next one, Khalid.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. That one would not shock me.
Yeah, ODESZA.
Yep.
I saw ODESZA in 2015 when they were there. And apparently this year they did Coachella Firefly and a bunch of others. So it's good. It's like a likely pick. Post Malone, who's never been there, but I could see him going.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely see him going. He's like picking up speed too.
Oh, Post Malone looks like this guy we know named Cal. Cal, that's a shout out. You look like Post Malone. Next. Sorry, I had to do that, and I didn't know how to organically put that in there.
That was very inorganic, but
I wish this was video because we could post a picture, but
I know.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
The National. They were there 2008, 2010, 2013. How do you say SZA? I know the music, but how do you...
I always heard Saw.
Oh, okay. So...
But I don't... I'm sure people are, like, hating right now. I'm like, I really don't know. I'm not going to, like, say that I know for a fact.
That's why I just said the letters.
Saw? I think it's Saw. Like, I think that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But then again, everyone called Rihanna for years, so who knows? That one I don't know.
So I'll go through. Yeah.
She's really good. I mean, she's really good, but I don't know if like Lala is her speed.
Yeah, I could see maybe closing one of the small stages.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That's a big toss up one.
So next, I'll run through these a little quicker. The Weeknd, probably. The Weeknd actually played last time against Paul McCartney, and I heard no one went to his show because why would you go to The Weeknd instead of Paul McCartney? But after that is Eminem, who released an album, so pretty obviously. Then this one, Arctic Monkeys potentially, and I would pay to just go see the Arctic Monkeys. Then after Arctic Monkeys, Franz Ferdinand, Nerd, Vince Staples, who I'd really like to see. Travis Scott, who I heard got banned from Lollapalooza because he was the one who incited the riot. Haim, the Gorillaz, Lorde, again, because she got canceled last year.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll bring her back for an exact repeat year.
Yeah, that people are just putting it on there, just like, oh, it might happen because she got canceled. Same with Muse. They might have them like reschedule them for this year because they got snubbed out of a show. Yeah. And then after it, this one's really funny. It says 0.00000000001% chance Daft Punk, and that's like every year it's on the prediction lineup because they said they'd come again. But it's one of those like it's never gonna happen. They're never gonna do it again because they're very notorious for not touring. Oh. Okay, so here's confirmed ones. Confirmed artists for Lollapalooza, semi-confirmed. So right now, Brockhampton is pretty much confirmed. Manchester Orchestra, Slaves UK are all actually confirmed. Semi-confirmed, which means they don't have a show on that day and they haven't said anything. So it's like, it's probably that, but they're just, for a lot of reasons, leaving it under wraps for right now. Mm-hmm. Are the Aces, Arctic Monkeys, Arizona, Axwell, and Ingrosso. Axwell and Sebastian Ingrosso, who are two of the guys from Swedish House Mafia. Chromeo, Dua Lipa. I don't know who that is. I know I'm bad. I don't know who it is.
Dua Lipa. She's like I can't remember one of her songs right now. I listen to it all the time.
Oh, okay. If you listen to it, it's probably been on in my car, so I've probably heard one. Jack White, Knox Fortune, ODESZA, Post Malone, SZA, Travis Scott, Vampire Weekend, The Weeknd, and the Wombats are all, it says, semi-confirmed.
I can see that list being there.
And the Wombats, who I have seen before, are fantastic there. And Vampire Weekend, Post Malone, Jack White, and a bunch of those, and Arctic Monkeys, all would be incredible. However, they're definitely all going to be on separate days, and that's a huge bummer.
That, and also, like, I am kind of glad that we're not going this year, because this year would be almost impossible to actually pick.
Yeah, it really would be, because there's a lot of big names. Last year was really good, because there was names we really, really liked, and names we kind of didn't, so it was easy, for us to kind of sift through it. And the year before was also kind of like that, so it was pretty good. And I think the only ones I'd be really disappointed in not seeing I think the only artist there who I haven't seen before would be Post Malone, and I would just go pay to see him at some like club, or at some like concert hall kind of thing. But everyone else on that list who I'd be wanting to see, I have seen before, so I'm not like really losing out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's get back and talk about music. So on that note, with like the Post Malones and stuff, I think he's talented, and I think a lot of those guys are talented. However, I think that is a lot with like music trends. I think a lot of the mumble rap and a lot of the like Lil Yachty's and other people like that won't really stand the test of time. Even like a G-Eazy won't. Not like Eminem has.
Yeah, I can see that.
And even like Tyler, the Creator, I don't think so. Just because it's so like oversaturated. I don't really know right now if you know, when we listen to like 80s music, you listen to the famous 80s artists, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering now who those will be, because I even think when people in the year 2030, 2040 throw a 2010 party, who they'll listen to, and I don't think Justin Bieber and like One Direction and those guys will make the list.
I don't know who will.
And that's really interesting to look forward into the future, and like when you go in the year 2040 to like, let's go to a 2010 party or like a 2020 party, like what one will you dress like? A lot of flannels, a lot of tattoos, a lot of man buns at those parties, and a lot of big black glasses, which I will say I do own because I need them to see. But I think like, what music will you play? Say like if you threw a party in the year 2040 and you can only play music from the years, let's say 2010 to 2018, what would you pick as like your top music? Like, you know what I mean? If you play,
honestly, I couldn't pick one because my music taste changes like hourly. So I don't know. It just be like whatever mood I'm in that day.
I think if you're gonna let it slide a little bit, your timeline, you'd almost play some like Eminem, Slim Shady kind of stuff that is like the super famous Eminem songs.
Yeah, I can see that.
And other famous songs, probably a Coldplay song would make the list. I don't really know, like, because I listen to so much music as well. Who would make the list as like super famous right now?
Kygo, for sure.
Oh yeah, there'd be a Kygo song on that list. I'm trying to think right now, because Lorde, yeah, because pop music is different now than it was in the 80s, and it even was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because we have all these streaming services, so almost everyone is like pop.
Yeah.
Thrift Shop by Macklemore would be on that, and so would Gangnam Style.
Oh, for sure.
Love the Way You Lie by Rihanna. Despacito, that'd probably be on that list. Oh, what's the Wiz Khalifa song that they did? It's been a long time without you, my friend. What's the name of that song? See you again. Okay. That would be on that list because that song has like 1 billion, actually like 2 billion views on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to think. Probably Kendrick Lamar. He'll be one of the ones who lasts. Don't you think?
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
I think if you're looking at like music in pop culture music that is more than just pop culture music that's made by some studio producer in some office somewhere who gives their boy band to sing these lyrics. I think Kendrick Lamar is one of them because he's famous, but kind of hasn't changed what his core, like who his core audience really is. And I mean, more people are aware of him, but he's not changing the message.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Unlike Logic, who I like, but Logic has gotten very commercial. But yeah, what do you think? What are some of yours?
I mean, like I said, I really don't know because like I switch music like hourly, so.
So like, just what's one song do you think that would define a certain year? Like, if you're going 80s music, you're gonna go some Marvin Gaye, you're gonna go some Hall and Oates, you're gonna go Africa by Toto, you're gonna go one of those. What do you think those versions of songs?
Last year's Despacito.
Yeah.
130%.
What are other ones you think that are just like the quintessential songs that you had to, if you have like an all-time playlist?
Britney Spears will be on there somewhere.
Britney Spears, at least a Backstreet Boys song if you're going all the 2000s.
Yeah. Pink.
What song by Pink?
Isn't it Raise Your Glass?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I don't think I'm exactly the demographic to listen to Pink.
Probably not. Kesha.
Don't trust a hoe, don't trust a hoe, don't trust me. Is that Kesha?
I have no idea. That's not one that's ringing a bell. But I didn't really listen to all of her stuff, so.
I used to work at a pool and YMCA, and there was just radio on, so a lot of the top 40 would come on, so it's been seared into my soul.
Yep.
What are other ones? I'm really bad. I'm really dumb right now. I can't think. Oh, Seven Nations Army would be on there. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, but that's not what a majority listens to, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that would be on the top of all time. If you're going 2000s.
Yeah. Coldplay.
Yeah. Paradise. That's Coldplay, right? Yeah, that's Paradise.
Yep.
And then the only two Coldplay songs I think I really know, because I'm not really a Coldplay fan, are Paradise and Viva La Vida.
Oh, The Scientist is my favorite.
I don't know what that is. I'm not a Coldplay fan. I love Chris Martin, but...
do not sing, so I will not be singing.
You can sing it. I'm a really, really bad singer.
I'm alright. Look, just check out The Scientist by Coldplay. It's a great song. Yikes, my brain is not functioning at this time of night. Mercy.
Here.
I hear you typing.
Yes, I am typing. So, I'm going to change the topic really quickly about something. About our 2000s music. If you have any, please link them below, because I'd like to know who your all-time 2000s music playlist is. But I'm a Purdue fan for basketball, and it's March Madness right now. And one of Purdue's players broke his elbow during one of the games, and his name's Isaac Haas. And as soon as it happened, I put this on, and...
You know what? I'm about to say it. Say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow. You know what?
That's all I have to say about that. Because everyone's freaking out, and that meme has now become relevant.
That actually has become relevant.
And I love that meme. That's my favorite. And then the iridocyclitis.
I think everybody loves iridocyclitis. I don't know anyone who doesn't actually find that somewhat entertaining.
Yeah. People who are other... Yeah?
My favorite's the girl with, the ponytail, and it's, I don't even know what song it is, but she, does the weird shake and, turns her head and...
Oh, it's Take On Me is the name of the song.
Yeah, that's right. The Take On Me girl.
Which is another one of those songs that's almost a timeless song.
It's like White Wedding.
Yeah. Okay, so on that, if I was going to go... we brought the fanny pack back when we went to Cancun. That's a thing that we brought back. Okay.
True.
What's your...
Well, I mean, it's been back for a few years,
but we brought it back.
Okay.
I'm going to say we brought it back. Another thing, when I was watching the Oscars, that the shoulder pads in women's dresses are back.
Yes.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. And mom jeans, like 80s mom jeans are back. I've never thought 80s mom jeans were cool.
I don't understand fashion personally, so I don't understand it, but one thing I will say that, like, thank you fashion industry, is we're making normal length shorts this year, so I don't have to wear shorts that are down to my knees or shorts that are up in my nooks and crannies. I actually have the opportunity to pick one in between now.
But so what if I want to buy shorts that show the bottom of my butt cheeks?
You can still do that.
I'm actually getting on shorts that show the bottom of my butt cheeks. There's this side of my brain that is, Russell, try on these shorts. What would it look like if you wore these? Then another side of my brain would be like, Russell, if you put these on, you would get arrested. Are these shorts at all built for men, if you understand what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Would there be spillover?
I think you have underwear on, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't own that, so I'm not sure, like, the logistics of all of it, but I know that there's been men who have worn them and not had problems, so...
Would it involve things being adjusted or taped into place for such things not to be spilling over?
I have no idea.
So,
I mean, like,
here's
with this short thing, like, if you can pull it off or whatever with your butt, like, I'll do it. Like, seriously. I mean, I don't have the confidence for it, personally, but I don't have a problem with it.
I don't think anyone wants to see my butt.
I mean, I don't like sitting bare butt on a seat, especially in, like, a public area. I don't know. My brain is just, like, so many other butts have touched this. I don't know. I start getting freaked out. Like... So,
think about my hairy legs. I have extremely hairy legs, everybody. I want you to all envision my hairy legs and my hairy hobbit feet. And now picture me in the shorts that you would see a young girl at a music festival in. How sexy is that look? Now, I want to go... What's a women's clothing store? Charlotte Rouge? I'm going to go to a Charlotte Rouge and try on one of those pairs of shorts and try not to get arrested.
I mean, I don't think I would be arrested. You're still covering up the, like...
What size would I be in women's pants? Because
I have no clue. I don't know what says I am in women's pants. You switch, like, one style in the same brand and it changes sizes.
So, someone out there will know. Please tweet at me or email us to tell me what size I'd be. I'm a size 33 around my waist in men's pants. What size am I in women's pants? I understand I could probably look this up on Google right now. I'm not going to. I would like one of our weekly listeners to do this.
Is it 33 inches? Is that your waist?
Yeah.
I think that's a large. I think. Now, don't, like, jump on me for that, but I think it's either, like, a medium or a large.
I'm not going to actually go try on women's pants. Not that I have anything against people who do wear women's pants if you're a guy. I don't think I'd look sexy in them. And if I did think I'd look sexy in them, you'd bet your sweet, sweet butt that I'd buy some.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, oh my God, I had a thing. Oh, so last week or 2 weeks ago on the show, we mentioned what we would call our listeners. We need a name for our loyal followers. What's a name that we can call them? The weekly what? Or like our loyal what? What is the name for our fan base?
Dude, I have no clue, honestly.
So, I was thinking potentially... do you think they'd be the weekly walls? Because, you know, like, it's see what sticks. It's like throw it at the wall and see what sticks. Okay, that silence tells me no. Fine.
That's, like, really stretchy.
What do you mean stretchy? You mean that's a stretch?
Yeah.
You know what? I wish there was a third person on the show right now to be like, no, Russell, that was an incredible idea. Look how witty and funny you are.
I mean, I think it's hilarious. I still think people would get it, especially immediately.
Maybe we're just that much of high-class entertainment. People don't always get it immediately, like the Mona Lisa. People don't get why it's incredible until you study it for a while.
Um,
Is it bad to compare yourself to the Mona Lisa?
yeah,
Oh.
I think so. We could call him Velcro.
Oh, because we stuck?
Yeah.
But, what are they, weekly Velcro?
Velcrovians.
The Velcrovians? Oh my god. Yeah, we have to think of one. And if anyone out there has any idea, please, and if you know me personally, just text it to me. No context. Don't give me any reason why you're telling me this. Just give me a word that'd be for our fan base. Or tweet that. I would love to know. I really, really would love to know what to call the fan base. Because a lot of shows have like a name for what their fans are, like Trekkies or for Star Trek. Or that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
What's another one?
I don't know, honestly.
I'm sure there's other ones that I'm really dumb and I can't think of because it's really late. But yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have anything you want to talk about? What have you been up to in the last few days since we got back from Mexico, and what do you want to?
I don't have a lot to add, unfortunately. It's mostly just been getting back to work and trying to get readjusted to the schedule again, which always sucks a little bit. But yeah, I mean, everything's kind of just been very uneventful, I guess, which I think I kind of appreciate because, well, it's not stressful. So
Yeah, definitely. Also, I have an idea. This is something that I was thinking up in my my noodle or my noggin. So I know a lot of people love book clubs, and by a lot of people, I mean moms. Moms love book clubs. Also, maybe dads. Dads might love book clubs, but moms love book clubs. I'm a big fan of moms, as we know. Moms are the best. So I was thinking we could do a See What Sticks style book club every week, where we can recommend an album or a movie or an episode of a TV show, and then the next week talk about it.
that sounds fun to me.
Just for like a few minutes, or that's how we open it, or that's how we close it, and then the next week we recommend another one. And just for people who are listening to also be able to hear something that, say, I know I dive real deep on Netflix sometimes, or I dive real deep into music, and I'd love to talk about or hear other people's opinions about it, but there's not a whole lot of it out on the internet to talk about or have like a review or just kind of a conversation. And I feel like we could pick stuff every week to talk about and have kind of like a dialogue. It's kind of a one-sided dialogue, but people who are listening can also like write in, tweet in, and we can have that kind of style on every episode. A little the See What Sticks corner of things that stuck.
Yeah, I like that. I dig it.
Okay, so do you have anything you want to recommend for the next episode of the See What Sticks corner of things that stuck?
No, but what do you have?
So I was thinking of a few things, and you can tell me what you want the most, because we will also watch it or read it or listen to it or do whatever. I think here are a few options that I have written down. I think maybe, I know it's kind of popular, and I know people might have already seen it, but the show BoJack Horseman, I think is pretty good. I think Big Mouth on Netflix is pretty good as cartoons, just as a really easy way to dive into this, and something I was going to pick mostly Netflix things because most everyone has Netflix, or you can get Netflix illegally online or steal it from a friend. So I don't want to pick movies that are in theaters because I don't want to make people pay money to do this if they want to participate, and just kind of pick things that are already out there. But I think it'd be really fun to do a Netflix show or documentary. But I think this week, would you want to start with the show? Would you want to start with like season 1 of BoJack Horseman?
Yeah, for sure.
So for all of you out there who want to be part of this, we'll pick this week. So the next episode will be out this coming weekend or Monday or whenever Emma and I get around to doing the episode, which is usually sometime. So we'll pick season 1 of BoJack Horseman, which I think is like 8 or 10 episodes, and they're each 30 minutes, and it's a Netflix TV show. It's a cartoon. But if people are listening, they have kids. It's not exactly a kids cartoon, but it's not like Family Guy, but it's very, it's like it's a bit more serious than Arrested Development, but it has the same humor style. So if you have kids and you're watching it, maybe don't have them watch all of it, or if they do, some of it might go over the head and some of it's kind of dark. So watch at your own discretion. But you want to do season 1 of BoJack?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so for everyone out there, we'll do season 1 BoJack, and then next week we'll start our episode with talking about it on the See What Sticks, Things That Stuck corner of Things That Stick, or whatever I've called it. I'll come up with a good name for it every episode, and I'll have a time code in there. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode, talking about culture, talking about our movie, or not of our movie, our vacation, sorry, and the movies and shows we will be doing our essentially book club every week with. Emma is calling in if people didn't hear the beginning of the episode. That's why the audio is a little weird. And again, guys, I'm good at the internet, so Emma is actually not FaceTiming in on my phone sitting next to the microphone I record in, right?
True.
Yep. She's just in Static Universe on Tatooine. It was really hard to fly her in for this episode.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening last week and the week before. Thank you to everyone who's retweeted it and started following us. It means the world. And yeah, and I will keep doing the Matt Damon thing that Jimmy Kimmel does, where, Curtis, I'm sorry we didn't have time for you on tonight's show. But yeah, thank you again. If you want to follow the show, do all of that. All of it will be in the description. Thank you so much. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. We love all the support. And yeah, you have anything to say, Emma?
Thank you so much for listening. We love you guys to death, and we can't wait to chat again next week.
Okay, goodbye!
Bye!